Well, good morning and welcome to day three. Uh, Straight into Mythic Plus today because today is Monday, so it's our last day for the before reset to get our Mythic Plus up. I'm not sure if there's anything else I need to do. I guess it would be nice if I could get into a raid, but I honestly have no raid experience, and I mean, I like AFK Raid Finder, so I got a little bit of an idea of what was going on during Raid Finder, but it was like I was doing Raid Finder while processing my video, so it was super laggy. I was getting like 10 FPS. It was not fun. But if I can switch over here, let's go ahead and see what I sold last night. I know some stuff expired, so 7K gold. That's fair. All right, so we just finished a +4 Atal Czar. We actually +1 it. I'm surprised. I got, I mean, I played this game when BFA launched. So when BFA launched, normals were item level 310, like they dropped item level 310, and Zeros dropped item level 340. So one of the things we did is like when we hit 120, um, we were like 270 item levels, something like that. We would actually go into heroics at 270 item level as like a guild group. So that I was playing in like a really good mythic guild at the time, and um, so you would just go into heroics with like 270 item level. You would get the 325 gear. If you couldn't handle heroics, then you would just go do like normals and stuff or whatever. But so heroics dropped 325 gear. We would get to like 300 item level, and then we would just transition into doing mythic zeros. So we were doing mythic zeros at 300 item level. Around 325, we started doing +2s, +4s, that kind of stuff. We were really just like kind of pushing it. So to have a group of 380s not be able to do or like barely hit the timer on a +4 is kind of scary. But it's like I don't, I don't. It's very weird to me. I know they did raise the item level, so Mythic Zeros dropped 370 now, and apparently they raised the dungeon difficulty, so +0s are now like +3s or something like that. But even then, it's just I don't know. I'm gonna go ahead and get all these dailies out of the way. I'm gonna try and get the little book so we can start getting the turn-ins, and we'll have to turn in so we can actually buy our first piece of gear. I don't know. Maybe I might just save up. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and get all this out of the way. Just got a decent snipe. I wanted to update it you now because I just want to repost it quickly. Got this 350 leather waist for 5K gold. Um, yeah, we also got a couple of other things, Hatter Cloak of Eternity and the Vendetta Dagger, um, both for about 1500, and they both go for about 20 to 30K. And we even sold our Deep Sea Satan, so that's great. We really needed a little bit more gold. Um, I don't think we sold any transmog pieces yet, but well, whatever. Um, I looked up what kind of leather wastes there are. So there is one that drops from the new raid. So you can get a 385 for about 35K. This guy's a 350 listed for 35K. Um, but I think I could probably sell this, I mean, at least for like 10K, so I could double my investment. But I'm probably gonna let it post for whatever it posts for. Probably post for about 20K. I don't know. That might be kind of expensive, but it's not a big deal, not in any rush. Plus, I could sell it for 10K pretty quickly, but, you know, if I wait a little bit, I could probably get up more for it. So we'll just let it post for whatever it posts for, and that's that. All right, we got into this +4 underrot, mainly just to get our IO score up. I mean, we have a +4 weight crest, and now we're in a +4 underrot. That means all we have left to do is just a motherload, and well, those are pretty easy, so it shouldn't be too hard to get into one of those, I don't think. Uh, And I'm just trying to build up my IO score. I think currently I'm somewhere like 180. This is 50, 90. Yeah, it's around 180, 170. Hopefully with these we'll get it up to, I don't know, somewhere around 300 maybe. Depends on how the runs go, and then we need to get a higher freehold and told the gore. But it, like I said before, it's really rough to build up the IO score without having Siege of Borealis unlocked and what do you call it, King's Rest unlocked. So gonna be looking to get those as soon as possible. Unfortunately, they're both locked behind reps, so I think we need Revered with uh, whatever the enemy faction is. I'm guessing this the Expedition one, and then I think we need Revered too with Champions of Azeroth. So, yep. Uh, but we did finish up Darkmoon Faire for today, so let's go ahead and open up these and see what we get. Bunch of tickets, most likely. Yeah. Ooh, Darkmoon Sword. That's kind of cool to get. I don't. Can I equip swords? I mean, I guess I can equip this. um, Nothing special, just some garbage. And those are one use, but got a lot of achievement points from that, and I didn't even do everything. Like, I think you can complete the race with like a bunch of different ones. So all the different like mounts and get different achievements like that. But we're almost 800 achievement points. Not that like it really matters at all, but gonna get this fort done. See you in a bit. Hell yeah, dude. 395. Mythic 4 Titan Forged. I love when you get a piece of loot and then it just does the sparkling thing. It's like, oh god. Did it Titan Forge up to 415 or something? It didn't, but plus 10 is better than nothing. Just came back from a little I guess dinner. I mean, I don't know, whatever. Then a little dinner break, went downstairs, made some food. Actually went out and got some stuff and then went downstairs, made some cornbread. Got some Wendy's chili, so we got some dank cornbread chili action going on. But I kind of been thinking about what to do for the rest of the day. So tomorrow is reset, so we'll be getting our Mythic Plus cash as well as um, kind of all the stuff will reset. So hopefully we can get another item level 400 piece tomorrow from Battle of Darkshore. Unless that was the weekly, that might have been the weekly quest. I don't know. I don't know where you go and pick up the weekly if there is one. Usually you can get it from like the adventure guide. So that makes me think that the weekly quest was actually the Battle of Darkshore. But again, not sure. Not a big deal either way. So we've completed a +5 today. We've actually done 2 +5. Shrine of the Storm, which went over the time limit, and then a freehold that we actually +2'd, I believe. So our weekly chest will contain a 390 item. And it looks like if we want to get a chance at a 400 tier piece, we actually need to do a mythic level 8 dungeon. Now, I don't know if I'll be able to get into a mythic level 8 dungeon. Um, Maybe if I'm really lucky, I can get into a completion group. So like some group that might not be too good, but they have a +8 key and they just want to complete it for the weekly. I'll keep an eye out for that, but I think for now I'm probably just done grinding Mythic Plus. When I think a reason I'm not getting invited a lot is because of bursting. Uh, Mages are really good at AoE, and with bursting, you don't really want AoE. It's not really a big problem uh, if everybody in your group is like has half a brain. So, you know, they just assume every frost mage is brain dead and any AoE class is brain dead. So I don't know. That with the low item level, low IO score, all that kind of stuff. So we've got a decent IO score now. I think we're up to 300. I mean, it's not decent, but it's better than nothing. We can't get King's Rest or Siege of Borealis, but if we were to do like a +4 Motherload, +4 TD, we could probably get it up to like 340 something. Um, but yeah, I think I'm pretty good. I might again, I'll try and queue up for some plus sixes and plus eights just for gear and stuff. And I'm gonna try and get into a normal uh raid, but I don't know if that'll actually be possible. Well, 2 seconds later, and I get instant invited to a fresh raid. I queued up for so many of these earlier today with like, I think at the time I was probably 374 item level, and I was just getting declined or just waitlisted on all of them. So I don't know why I just got instant invited, but I'll take it. The only problem is I don't actually know any of the fights. I know how to play Frost Mage. I know how to play Frost Mage really well, but I don't really know the fights of the raid. So that's gonna be a something I am gonna actively work to learn while we're going through this raid. So I guess oh shit, better get started. Okay, I think I figured out why I got invited. I'm the only mage in the group, and we have two druid tanks. That's kind of a yikes. Pretty sure druid tanks are like the worst. But again, it doesn't really matter for like a normal. But the two druid tanks, a four healers. We've got like a couple of ranged DPS, not many. I guess he just wanted to have the mage buff for the healers. But you know what? I'm down. I'm down to be your pocket mage for mage food and int buff. Watch us get to the first boss and he's gonna kick me out after I buff everybody with int. Just get some other random DPS. What is up? We Yeah, I think we're about done for today. At least for like grinding gear and all that kind of stuff. It is Monday, so reset is tonight or tomorrow morning, I guess. Um, so I had to go ahead and grind out my weekly expeditions. We did get a pet, which is kind of cool, and we also got some Murloc boots. So, you know, expeditions about 5k per hour. You know, if you want to make 5k per hour. I was trying to do the normal rare farm way, so you just get like yourself and two other I mean, geared would be better, but I would consider myself semi-geared. So I wasn't like trying to get 390 people only, so it wasn't super fast. We did a couple of them. Um, some of the people I ran with, one person got two pets, another person got a pet and a transmog, and another person got like one transmog, and the total of about 6 runs or so. Because you get about 6k per no more run. All I got was a pet and Murloc boots, but that wasn't really doing it exactly for that. Just kind of something to chill and get this AP. But grant a lucrative treasure map mission. That's interesting. I don't. Um, I guess let's go ahead and learn it. I don't know what this is. Ooh. Oh, that is so much AP. How many levels did we get? Oh my god. We were like 23 before or something. That's insane. So I just scrapped everything and I was taking a look at kind of what we've gathered today. Um, we've actually lost gold today, and that reminds me we need to actually go and buy the tokens before reset the reroll token, or not reroll, but actual tokens. But we got it up to 377 item level. I actually did get into and run a little bit of that raid. We did the first 5 bosses, and then it just fell apart because like the raid leader went AFK. It was whatever. It only drops 3 to 5 gears, so it wasn't even that great. We got this trinket from there. We got this offhand, which we don't have a main hand to use with yet, and I think that's about it. Um, yeah, that puts us up to 377. And I was looking over the mats we got, I guess we did get a fair bit of stuff, maybe like 5 or 6K. And I realized that Viridescent ink is going for about 100 gold. And so I was thinking Dark Moon cards, I think, let me see what Moon cards take. So rank 2 Dark Moon cards, all you need for this is like, I think you need to get to like level 100 inscription or something. Rank 3, you have to get revered with the turtle people, which is not going to be happening anytime soon, but only takes 10 Viridescent ink. That means 1,000 gold per Dark Moon card and just ink, and then 1 Expulsum. We currently have 40 Expulsum, but I kind of need to figure out what the cost per Expulsum is, and it might actually be worth making Dark Moon decks. If we take a look here, all the decks are really expensive. Tides is 20k, Fathoms is 60k, Squalls 40k. Um, where's the other one? Blockades 28k. If we take a look at the cards, I don't know what the cards are called, but if we go Blockades, you know, most of them are over 1k. Some are below, well, it's not 1k per card. It's like 1. Assume if Expulsum is 500 gold per Expulsum, then it's 1.5k. But I don't think Expulsum is going to cost that much. We take a look at Squalls. Um, I mean, there's just such huge margins on all these. But the problem is the sell rate. These cards and decks probably won't sell very fast. But I mean, when they do sell, they're going to sell for a lot. So I think we're going to take this 10k that we have, and if we have any gold in the mailbox, which we should have some, I think. Let's see. We got about 4k in here with a bunch of expires. We're going to invest all this and just make some Dark Moon cards. Hopefully throw some decks together for tonight, and hopefully they'll sell overnight. Um, as for stuff we bought, just a bunch of random transmog and this moon deck, which is from an old era, but it was only 500 gold, so I thought, why not? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and collect all this. I was kind of wishing I didn't sell Tide Spray Linen because I think the cheapest way for us to make gear to scrap for Expulsum is probably going to be Tide Spray Linen, but it could also potentially be leatherworking. Do we have anything else? No. Okay. We head back here. Let's see what our best way of making Expulsum is going to be. So we have 3 options: blacksmithing, leatherworking, and tailoring. Blacksmithing's definitely not worth it just because monolite ore is so expensive. I think leatherworking might be our best option. We'll be making the wrist guards, waist arm guards. That's what they're called. So, 4 bloodstained bones looks to be about 50 gold, and 6 coarse leather is so about 100 gold per course. There's also shimmer scale, still 50 gold, or yeah, about 50 gold, and about 42 gold. So 100 gold for both of those. Not too surprising. If we take a look at tailoring, takes 10 Tide Spray Linen, about 100 gold as well. So, um, yeah, looks to be about 100 gold per craft. We could probably buy BOEs off the auction house for cheaper, or just a couple of them. But for the most part, we're gonna have to craft them at this kind of expensive rate. Um, we can take a look here real quick and just see if their market price is actually lower than what TSM is showing. So first off, we want Bloodstained Bones. So they're about 10 gold each, a little bit cheaper. Um, Shimmer Scale, really cheap. Uh, some of it's really cheap, 650. Coarse Leather, yeah, that one's really high. And Tide Spray Linen, about 10 gold. Um, probably gonna go with leatherworking. I don't know. I should probably just get tailoring just because I need tailoring for in the future actually to make gear, but we can always switch between the two. We'll probably start with leatherworking, but first off, we need to get our inscription up to 100 to even make it worthwhile. So I don't even know if I have enough gold to do that, but I'm gonna give it a go. So I'm taking in quite a bit of a risk here, but you know, whatever. Hopefully it pays off. Dropped about I bought 800 star moss at I think it was 1140 each, which comes out to be around 9120 gold. I'm curious to see if milling herbs is cheaper than just buying the Veridicent ink, and from this we'll kind of find out. I had to buy the herbs anyways because one of the ways leveling through inscription is actually you can craft Sanguicell. Huh. Yeah, one of the ways of leveling through inscription is actually mass milling. So we kind of needed these herbs to level anyways, but maybe should buy some pigments. But no, that's okay. I'm pretty sure we have plenty. If not, we can buy more. We still have about 4K gold. I'm kind of hanging on to like actually, professions and all that kind of stuff. So we're not counting all this stuff for milling right now. Once we get to the mass milling, I'll keep track of like how much we get of everything to see if it's even worth milling or if I should just buy all my ink. So we just scrapped all that star moss and we needed to get about 91 viridescent pigment to actually break even. So as you see, we got about 8K. So we lost about, I guess we lost about 1,000 gold or so. Um, I think we actually lost about 3K because we lost about 2.5K. Um, the crimson pigment is really high. I don't know why, um, but if it does actually sell for that much, then we did, we broke even or so. But I don't think crimson pigment actually sells. But 67, that's fine. That's only 6 cards. But hopefully we can actually get up to level 100 because we get rank 1 at 85 and then we get rank 2 at level 100. So I'm going to go ahead and just learn some of these contracts and to craft a bunch of random ones. So it looks as though we actually got the perfect amount of at least crimson ink to we'll be able to make all about what is it? 21 contracts. So hopefully that'll get us straight to 100. We might be a couple of short of 100 and we can just you know, um, craft a couple of Darkmoon cards because it would actually be cheaper for us to just craft some 12 Viridescent ink contract cards instead of just buying more Crimson ink or whatever. Um, from the future on, we'll probably just buy the ink or the pigments, whichever's are cheaper for the cards, and we'll still have to craft Expulsum, but we've got plenty of Expulsum now. We only have enough ink to make 8 cards if we get to rank 2. Um, and it's going to cost us about 1,000 gold per extra card, so looks like we'll only make maybe not about. I want to kind of stay. I've only got 2K gold on my other character, 1K here. I'll probably mail this over once I'm done. I'm probably just gonna make the 8 cards for now, and as we get more gold, I'll invest it into more ink and more cards, and then hopefully we'll be able to put together some decks. Because I doubt the cards will sell. There's a chance they might, but if we really want to move the gold, we need to get the decks together and actually sell decks. Okay, so here we are at the end of the day. 9K investment. It got us, you know, all this ink, actually all these contracts. We've got a little bit of crimson ink left over, and a lot of ultramarine pigments. I'm not sure what exactly I can craft with that. I know I can craft like um the scrolls of unlocking to like unlock stuff, but that's kind of useless except for maybe whatever that dungeon is, Tol Dagar. But anyways, we crafted all these contracts. Contracts don't really sell fast, but it's a little bit of value. About I don't know why those are so expensive, but contracts and their value alone kind of pay back the cost. But again, these things could take forever to sell if they ever do actually sell. But yeah, we're gonna make 8 cards and we're gonna see what we get here. I'm not accounting the price of Expulsum just because I already have 40 and whatever. We're looking for Fathoms cards. Blockades is definitely the one we're not looking for, and so is Tides. Okay. We got a 1,000 gold card, 2.5k, another 2.5ks, but it's not really good to get duplicates. A 2,000 gold card, a 3.3, 7,000, and a 1.3. So altogether, not bad. Um, with the cards alone, we're nearly doubling our investment, but we do also have all these contracts, and yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. We'll send all this over along with our Murloc boots to start selling. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do now. I think I might continue to do a little bit more war campaign, but I think I might have actually just finished it. Yeah, I need more rep to actually continue with war campaign. So my choices are to do world quests, which I really don't want to do. There's only a couple of them that I would actually do, or do some old raid farming. So I think I'm actually just gonna do some old raid farming. I think I'm gonna start from vanilla and just work my way up. Try and do as much as I can. What's up, guys? Here at Molten Core, just about to kill Ragnaros. This will be our last classic raid. Took us a little bit over an hour and 15 minutes, about. And yeah, we've got a pretty full inventory. I've tried to keep all the tradable stuff, all the stuff we're gonna sell in the auction house on me, and this is just like the random crap that's jumped in Molten Core so far. But let's go ahead and see what we got. Ooh, we got the Eye of Sepharis. That is, I'm pretty sure that's a rare drop-ish, something like that. Can I get rid of this? Yes, I understand my inventory is full. Can I delete this? Thank you. Eye of Sepharis, interesting. A couple more BOEs to add to our pool. Oh, we got the offhand. That's pretty cool too. Is there anything else that's BOE? No, that looks to be about it. So let me go and hearth back real quick, or not hearth, but teleport back before we kind of go over all this stuff. I want to hit the vendor while I'm kind of talking through some of this. But we did AQ40. We did AQ20, even though it's like a it's like a classic dungeon slash raid, but we did it anyways. We did Blackwing Lair, and we just finished Molten Core. And what I like here is that there's a vendor right here in the teleport, so that's super nice. I was just prepared because that's basically all the durability I just took running all this crap. But finished selling all these, and that's how much raw gold we made from running all these dungeons. About 600 gold. We did get the Eye of Sepharis, so that's pretty cool. That's a quest item. We got one pet, the Harbinger of Flame. I forgot I needed to get the trinket to do the AQ40. See if I can. I can't click it there. To do the Frost boss in AQ40, I need like a trinket to help me do more melee damage, and I forgot to go get that, but it's not a big deal. We'll get it for next week. I just kind of want to get it done. As for everything else, we got a lot of BOEs, nothing amazing, just a lot of junk. We got some gems from there. Getting arcane crystals actually really cool. And we got all four of the mounts from AQ40, even the red one. So let's go in and learn those. These are actually going to be our first mounts on the account. And I think we can only use them in AQ, so not even really mounts, but why? Because it's red. Now, why didn't we get a classic dungeon achievement? So we got the Blackwing Lair, Molten Core, AQ40, AQ20. I guess there is just no classic raid achievement. But yeah, we got the quest items from there. I'm probably not going to bother go turning them in right away. I'll keep all the mats in my bank. Like we did get a Blood of the Mountain, but we're going to keep all this stuff, all the cloth, all the elemental ingots, star rubies, all that in the bank. And then we just got a bunch of random transmog. Um, was watching this video of this guy who had like this macro that scanned his bag and outputted to the chat like his average TSM auction value of the items in his bag. So I looked it up and I found this Reddit, and yeah, I'm using this macro. I don't know what, I mean, I could probably figure it out if I broke it down, but I did replace DB Market with DB Historical, mainly because there were a couple items in my bag that are obviously price manipulated, like this Alune Silk Robes, worth about 3K regional, but the market value is almost 25K, and there's one up for 38K right now. And these Triumphant Gauntlets, again, only worth about 4K, but market value 50K because there's only one guy posting it, and current value about 54K. So um, instead of using DB Market like this, I don't know how to say his name. I changed it to DB Historical, and that's why. But yeah, let's go and see what we made in an hour and 15 minutes, basically. 55K. So approximately 45K per hour. Um, Obviously you have to sell all this stuff, and some of this stuff may never sell, and it's just gonna take a while. But that's actually not bad, and that's not even including, I mean, raw gold, but whatever. Um, so if you're into like all the things and you like to collect unique transmogs, that's the whole reason I'm doing this with the mage. Like I know I could be doing this with a druid or demon hunter or a hunter way faster, but um, when it comes to getting all the cloth gear from all the dungeons and raids, you have to play cloth character to unlock it. So my choices were priest, warlock, and mage. Now I've always played mage and I love mage, and priest kind of sucks. So I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down between warlock and mage, and it's kind of an easy choice from there. So um, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this all in the bank and mail over all this stuff to Sorry Mate, and then I'm gonna get started on Burning Crusade raids. That should take a little while longer. We'll probably get started around 11 o'clock my time, and we'll see how long it takes. My God, that took so long. I didn't even finish everything. Like I did all of them except for Serpent Shrine Cavern, just because it's like 1 a.m. here and I just want to go to bed. It took me 2 hours. And it probably would have been like another 20 minutes to go fly out the Serpentine, like swim through everything and just run through that whole place. But we got a lot of stuff. First off, let me just dump all my resources we've got. So almost 500 netherweave cloth. Not that that's worth anything, but you know, uh, almost 1,000 gold in motes of mana. So that's pretty cool. Uh, Obviously they're not worth that much on this server, but on most servers they are. We did get Illusion Mongoose from Moros and Karazhan. We got a couple of quest items. We got some Netherwing eggs. We got 2 pets, the Fragment of Anger and the Leviathan egg. So go ahead and look at those. We got a sack of gems, um, Sack of vendor stuff. What I meant to say. Let's go and put these quests away. We got a new bag for our bank. I'm too lazy to just go buy some. Actually, I just don't need any. Oh, we got a third pet, Stinkrot. Um, I don't remember exactly where that's from. Yeah, is there anything else in here that's untradeable I want to throw in the bank? I don't think so. It seems as though this add-on's a little, or not add-on, but macro is a little bugged when it comes to valuing stuff. Like if I have a full inventory just full of random crap, it'll tell me that, oh, everything in my uh bag is worth like, you know, uh, I did it earlier and it said it was worth about 1 million gold, and I was just like, uh, that's definitely not right. So I just want to kind of clear out anything I can. Um, I'm gonna go ahead and say this was definitely not worth the time spent. I mean, if you need to get the transmog pieces, then this is all kind of a bonus, but it took us 2 hours to do this. We got 1.5 or 1.6k raw, and fuck off. 88.6k. That can't be right. We did get one really good item, the Ancient Scepter of Su-Ming, worth about 23k regional. Apparently, the market value on this one's really high, but again, it's just a really rare item that you know isn't very commonly traded. So we'll probably end up selling it or trying to sell it for 23k. As for the rest of this stuff, there's just like a couple K here and there. Nothing really too amazing if I remember right. So that estimate is probably off. But let's just go through here. A lot of this stuff is like 200, 300 gold, but when you spend so much time doing all this, everything adds up. Plus the deposit on most of these items won't be too bad. Definitely worth posting. Yeah, so I don't know why it's saying 88k. What if I throw this in here? How much does it say now? 20k. So clearly the region market for this item is really messed up. So it's about 43k, 20k per hour. It'd be 10k per hour if it wasn't for this item. But, that's not too bad. I'm gonna go and mail all this over and post everything up, and I'll just show you what I've got sitting in the auction house before I head off. So a couple items we sniped today. I don't think there's anything too special. We did get a Tomb Keeper's helm for 100 gold. This thing's worth about 5k, and it's a transmog piece, so it sells pretty well. I mean, that thing looks, I don't know, kind of makes you look like a dog, but whatever. Some more random transmog pieces, some recipes. Got it for about 100, 300 gold, worth about 5k each. Again, just more random transmog. What else? We got the Siren's Alchemist Stone for 250 gold. Really cheap, worth about 2k because it's crafted. Um, by itself, it's easily worth like 250 gold because it is a trinket. It is BFA, so I can scrap it for an expulsum. So I just bought an expulsum for 250 gold, which is below the average. And yeah, just more random stuff. Some gold I mailed over from the last transmog run, and this is all stuff from the Burning Crusade. We also sold 3 of the cards we made earlier, um, which is nice. So I'm going to take all this gold, I'm going to dump it into uh, the Viridescent ink and pigment, and we're going to craft a couple more cards before we get off. All right, here we go. 10 more cards. Dumped all my gold. I had about 10k. Dumped it all into this. Thinking now, I probably should have. I probably should have only done like 80 just in case, for some reason we got really lucky and we could just buy the last couple of cards to create a deck, but whatever. Yeah, let's just do it. We're looking for fathoms and squalls. Not really tides, but we just sell a bunch of tide cards, so that's it's okay. Look at that. 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ace 2, 3. Don't tell me the 7, 8, 8 is like super cheap. Let me see. Squalls. Uh, so we're missing the 7 and 8. Looks like 8 and the 7 together is about 8K. So definitely not missing out there. This guy posted really cheap, like 1.1K. I'd probably buy it and flip it, but I already have one, so I might just not even bother listing mine. Uh, but yeah, we'll go ahead and mail this over and post it. Looking card by card, 5K for the 3, 2K, 6K for the 4, 4K for the 6 of tides, 800 for the 7 of tides, 4.5K for the 2 of squalls, 3.6K for the 6 of squalls, 4K for the ace of fathoms, 4.5K, and 1.1K. So, I mean, that's a lot of profit. Like, we only need to sell 2 of these higher value ones to just make our money back that we just spent on making all those. But let's go ahead and mail this over. Yeah, that's super nice right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and post it real quick, and then I'm gonna head to bed because I'm tired. Open up TSM. Tomorrow my goal will probably be, I don't know, if I really wanted to farm gold just so I can reinvest gold quicker, I'd have to actually go and do like actual farming. You know, farm herbs. The herbs sell quickly. Like I was gonna cancel all my herbs to use to level up my inscription, but then I realized I actually sold all of my herbs already. So like that's my most reliable, you know, 20K per hour or however much it is per hour. I don't have the mount, so I'd have to buy the 2 little things that let you loot while mounted, and then also so you can't get dazed or knocked off your mount. So that would cut into profits. So instead of being 20K per hour, it'd be like 17K per hour. And I doubt it'd even be 20K per hour. But prices on herbs are pretty high right now. Some of them are almost 20 gold each. But I really don't like farming like that. I'd rather just flip stuff on the auction house or kind of work towards something else. Getting like rank 3 herbs, it's kind of something to work towards, but then after you have it, it's just like, I don't know. I know that's a stupid thing. It's just like you're working toward rank 3 herbs, and then you get rank 3 herbs, and you don't bother doing herbalism anymore. I still do herbalism, but I don't go out of my way just to farm. Like if I doing world quests or something, then I'll just stop and grab herbs. But whatever. Let's go ahead and post this stuff, and that puts us at 1.3 mil. Today's been pretty slow. I mean, didn't really get any snipes. We did invest gold a bit, but um, investing into cards at this point of the expansion, it's kind of a wild card, but hopefully it pays off. 1.3 mil, we're 377 item level. Tomorrow's reset, so that should be really fun. We'll get into actually starting to farm some old transmog, or I don't know. We'll figure it out tomorrow, though. Peace.